Hi guys, so we are converting 3 miles into feet using ratios. So ratios are fractions. Now we always start with what we have, okay? So if I want to take 3 miles into feet, I have to consider a unit that is equal to 1. So 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. That's just a conversion that we know. So I always start with what I have, which is 3 miles. So 3 miles. And then I'm going to multiply this by a ratio, okay? And the ratio equal to 1 that I have is 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. Since I want to convert the miles into feet, I need my miles to be on the bottom and my feet to be on the top, okay? Now, I know that 1 mile equals this. So this is going to be 1 mile. Let's get rid of that x equals 5,280 feet, okay? Now, there is an imaginary 1 underneath the 3 miles, okay? It's imaginary, you don't have to write that there, but I just want you to know and understand what happens next. So when you multiply fractions, you multiply straight across. So 3 times 5,280, let me get my phone really quick, 5,280 times 3, you get 15,840. Now what is the units? Miles and miles, because units cancel diagonally, okay? So the only unit that's left is feet. So 3 miles equals 15,840 feet, right? Let's do another example. 12 quarts into gallons, all right? I'm going to start with what I have. What I have at the moment is 12 quarts, right? And I also know that I have a fraction that's equal to 1, which is 1 gallon equals 4 quarts, okay? Starting with what I have, 12 quarts times, setting up that fraction and making it equal. That's my setup, okay? Now, since I want to convert quarts into gallons, then that means quarts has to be at the denominator. So before anything, I'm just going to say quarts and gallons. Okay, so how many quarts are in a gallon? Well, looking at this ratio, 4 quarts equal 1 gallon. Putting a 4 here, putting a 1 here. Okay, so keeping in mind my imaginary fraction, I'm multiplying straight across. Remember that there's an imaginary 1 here, that's why it multiplies straight across. 12 times 1 equals 12. 1 times 4 equals 4. Now my units that cancel, quarts with quarts, and all of them with is gallons. So 12 divided by 4 equals 3, and the units is gallons. Okay, so at this time you should have these 2 examples written in your notes. This next one is a challenge one. There will be an extra credit problem. So if you want to do that, you may want to watch this as an example, okay? Now, this is kind of like my common knowledge conversion. So I want to see 7 hours, a no. I want to convert 7 months to hours, okay? Starting with what I have, 7 months, okay? Now, I want to convert that to hours, so I have to try to get in the smallest unit possible using ratios that are equal to 1. So I'm thinking, okay, months, how many days are in a month? So I'm going to say month down here and day up here, okay? So in 1 month, there are on average 30 days, okay? Now I need to get my days smaller because months cancel with months. So, okay, so I have days. So how many hours are in a day? Days has to go at the bottom, hours up top. I know that in 1 day, we have 24 hours. So now I can cancel my units, months with months, days with days. And then I get a fraction where I'm just multiplying straight across. Remember that imaginary 1 there, okay? So it's 7 times 30 times 24 all over 1. And the unit that's left is hours, which is how I want to convert my question, okay? So getting my phone, 7 times 30 times 24 equals 5,040 hours. So I can say that in 7 months, there are 5,040 hours. Hope that video helped.